Hi guys, welcome back to another video. This video is going to be about my reactions on the new fixtures being released. They were released on the 20th of June at 9 o'clock, and we found out who Butter would get for first game, and Middlesbrough will be the first team to kick off the season on Friday the 2nd of August at 7:45 on Sky against Luton away, which I think that is going to be a tough test for Middlesbrough, as Luton have just came up winning League One as champions. So you can't underestimate Luton, and hopefully Borough win the game, but you never know what could happen. Second game, which is on the 10th of August, Middlesbrough's first game back at the Riverside against Brentford. Brentford are also another good side, but I reckon that could be a win. The next game is in the Cup against Crewe Alexandra, and that is at home. And for that game, I reckon all the youth academy players should play that game. The next game after that is Blackburn away, which is against Tony Mowbray, ex-Borough manager and Borough legend. So he will make it hard for Middlesbrough going to Ewood Park. Next game after that is back at the Riverside against Wigan Athletic. Another hard game, but I reckon we should win. The next game after that is Millwall. Yeah, it's Millwall away. No, sorry, it's Millwall at home on the 24th of August, which every season against Millwall is a hard game, as their fans are always back the side and their travelling support is unbelievable. After that, it is Bristol away on the 31st of August, which is transfer deadline day, so I don't see any transfers coming in on the deadline day as we have a match. The next game after that is on the 14th of September against Reading, which last year they only just stayed up, avoiding League One, so I reckon that would be most probably an easy game, but people who were scrapping for their lives last year can give you a hard game, so don't underestimate them teams. The next game after that is on the 21st September against newly relegated side Cardiff City from the Premier League, which they're managed by Neil Warnock. I reckon they will give us an extreme hard game down at their stadium in Wales. The next game after that on the 28th of September is Sheffield Wednesday at home, which I really enjoy playing Sheffield Wednesday, because it's always a brilliant atmosphere against that side. The next game after that is Preston at home on the 1st of October. The next game after that is Birmingham away on the 5th of October, which I think is another hard game, because they sit very high up the pitch and don't like to leak much goals. But the next game after that on the 19th of October is West Brom, which last season I think they were the top scorers in the division, with Dwight Gale and James Rodriguez. Which for me, that pairing is unbelievable. But next game after that on the 23rd of October is another team who got relegated from the Premier League last season, Huddersfield Town. Another Borough lad who plays for Huddersfield Town, Jonathan Hogg. I'll be really looking forward to meeting him after that game. And I reckon they will give us another big test. so Middlesbrough have to be up for the test. The next game after that is Fulham at home, another relegated side from the Premier League, but they've got a brilliant attack for the Championship with Mitrovic and a few other players, and they've got another young manager in charge, which is Scott Parker. So I wish him best of luck. The next game after that is Derby away, with they've got another young manager in Frank Lampard. But I always love going to Derby away because for me that is the best away day. The next game after that on the 9th of November is QPR. I reckon that is a winnable game. The next game after that is Hull at home on the 23rd of November, which is another winnable game. But after looking at them last season, nearly getting relegated to the back end of the season and just off the playoffs is unbelievable achievement from ex-manager, now Neil Askins. Real respect for the man of what he done at Hull. Next game after that is Barnsley at home on the 27th of November. Barnsley, a newly promoted side from League One, so best of luck for them for the season. Then the next game after that at home is Leeds. You know, all the Middlesbrough fans love watching us play Leeds because it's a brilliant atmosphere and we always want to get the better of them. So hopefully we beat them. Next game after that is another newly promoted side from League One, Charlton Athletic at home on the 7th of December. Next game after that is Nottingham Forest away on the 10th of December. The next game after that on the 14th of December is Swansea away, which is a long trip for all the Borough fans. The next game after that is at home to Stoke City on the 21st of December. The next game after that is Huddersfield at home on Boxing Day, and every year on Boxing Day, at home, if the game is at home, it's always a sellout. So hopefully it's another sellout this year. The next game after that on the 29th of December, it is West Brom away, and then on New Year's Day it is the same as last year. It is Preston North End away. No, it's Preston North End at home this year, where last year it was away, but it's on the same day on New Year's Day. Next game after that is Derby at home on the 11th of January. The next game after that is a game I want to go to, Fulham away on the 18th of January. Next game after that is Birmingham at home on the 25th of January. The next game after that is Blackburn at home on the 1st of February. The next game after that is Brentford away on the 8th of February. And then the next game after that is Wigan away on the 11th of February. The next game after that is another newly promoted side, Luton, who I said earlier in the video won the division, so you can't underestimate them. And that is at home on the 15th of February. Next game after that is away at Barnsley, another newly promoted side, away at Barnsley on the 22nd of February. And then the next game on the 26th, which is a Wednesday, is at home to Leeds, but I reckon the police will change that date for fans' safety, as it is a Wednesday night and they wouldn't want fans fighting. The next game after that is Nottingham Forest at home on the 29th of February. And the next game after that is Charlton away on the 7th of March. The next game after that is Swansea at home on the 14th of March. The next game after that is Stoke away on the 18th of March, which is another tough game, even though they didn't have the best of the season last season. Next game after that is Hull away on the 21st of March. like I said earlier in the video, Nigel Askins brought them to a brilliant finish in the table, just short of the playoffs. Next game after that, on the 4th of April, is QPR at home. The next game after that is Millwall away on the 10th of April. That is an unbelievable game against Millwall. Next game after that is Bristol at home on the 13th of April. The next game after that is Reading away on the 18th of April. The next game after that is our last home game of the season against Cardiff at home on the 25th of April. And then we finish the season away at Sheffield Wednesday, the 2nd of May. A fixture I'm really looking forward to is Leeds, home and away, and then but the best away day I like to go to is Derby County. What's your thoughts of the fixtures? Thanks. Leave your comments below. #UpTheBorough. Like and subscribe.